Do you ever catch a glimpse of an old commercial and suddenly remember the jingle or tagline as if it were yesterday? The 80s were full of iconic TV commercials that shaped not just our buying habits, but our childhood memories.
My buddy, wherever I go, he goes.
These ads weren't just about selling products. They became embedded in pop culture, making us laugh, sing along, or beg our parents for the latest toy.
Wanna grow up, bomb, toys wrecking. They got a million toys and toys are.
Today, we're counting down 12 forgotten 80s TV commercials that had a huge impact on us back then and still make us feel nostalgic today. Let's dive back into a time when commercials were catchy, memorable, and packed with charm. Number 1. Where's the Beef? Wendy's, 1984. This is one of those commercials that turned into a cultural phenomenon. The Wendy's ad featured the new iconic line, "Where's the beef?"
Hello? Where's the beef?
Delivered by a feisty elderly lady demanding more meat in her hamburger. The commercial was simple, just a comparison between Wendy's burgers and its competitors. But that single catchphrase became a national slogan almost overnight. The ad wasn't just about burgers. It sparked a conversation across America, with everyone from late-night comedians to politicians using the phrase.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
In fact, it even became part of the 1984 presidential election when Walter Mondale referenced it during a debate, saying, "Where's the beef?"
I'm reminded of that ad. Where's the beef? Yeah.
To challenge his opponent. The cultural impact was immense, and this ad not only boosted Wendy's sales, but also embedded itself into 80s pop culture in a way very few commercials have. Number 2. I Want My MTV. MTV, 1982. In the early 80s, MTV was brand new, and people didn't yet understand the concept of a 24-hour music video channel. The I Want My MTV campaign helped change that.
I want my MTV!
Featuring some of the biggest stars of the time, including David Bowie, Madonna, and Mick Jagger.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
These musicians urged viewers to call their cable providers and demand access to the revolutionary new channel. The genius of this ad was that it tapped directly into the power of the youth voice. MTV didn't just represent music, it was a cultural shift, and this campaign helped push that shift forward. The rebellious energy and star power made kids feel like they were part of something cool, and suddenly, MTV was more than a channel. It was a movement. The campaign became so successful that the phrase, "I want my MTV,"
I want my MTV,
became a rallying cry for a generation that wanted music on their own terms. Number 3. Mikey Likes It. Life Cereal, 1972. Although this ad first aired in the 70s, it ran consistently throughout the 80s, becoming a fixture of childhood TV. The Life cereal commercial featured 3 young brothers debating whether anyone would dare to try the healthy cereal. Enter Mikey, the picky eater who never likes anything, except, to everyone's surprise, he likes it. This simple scenario turned into one of the most memorable catchphrases of all time. Mikey likes it. Kids everywhere repeated it, and it became a symbol of triumph when someone unexpectedly enjoyed something. What made this commercial so effective was its relatable situation. Every parent has had a hard time getting their kids to eat healthy, and the ad tapped into that in a charming, heartwarming way. Number 4. This is Your Brain on Drugs. Partnership for a Drug-Free America, 1987. This was one of the most hard-hitting public service announcements of the decade. In this commercial, an actor holds up an egg, stating, "This is your brain," and then cracks the egg into a sizzling frying pan, saying, "This is your brain on drugs."
This is your brain. This is drugs.
The stark simplicity of the message, combined with a disturbing visual, made this one of the most impactful anti-drug ads of all time. For kids growing up in the 80s, the ad was unforgettable. It wasn't just a warning about the dangers of drugs, it became a cultural reference point. People still use the phrase, "This is your brain on drugs," in parodies and discussions. But the original PSA helped start a national conversation about drug abuse and the importance of saying no. My Buddy Doll, 1985. Who doesn't remember the catchy jingle that went, my buddy, wherever I go, he goes.
My buddy, wherever I go, he goes.
The My Buddy doll commercial featured kids playing with their dolls as they went on adventures together. The idea behind the doll was simple: a boy's best friend in toy form. And for many kids in the 80s, My Buddy was exactly that. The jingle was so catchy that even if you didn't have a My Buddy doll, you knew the song. This ad played constantly during kids' programming, and it became a must-have toy for children everywhere. The idea of having a toy companion who could follow you around on all your adventures made My Buddy an instant hit, cementing it as one of the defining toys of the decade. Number 6. Coke is It. Coca-Cola, 1982. Coke is it.
Coke is it.
Coke is it.
It's Coca-Cola's upbeat, energetic campaign during the 1980s, designed to make Coke feel like the drink of celebration and fun. The commercials featured people playing sports, hanging out with friends, and living life to the fullest. All while drinking Coca-Cola. The jingle was catchy, making the drink feel like it was part of all the best moments in life. This commercial campaign did more than sell soda. It linked Coca-Cola with joy, friendship, and happiness. Every time that jingle came on, you wanted to grab a Coke and feel like you were part of something bigger. It was all about the experience of drinking Coke, not just the taste, and it made the drink feel iconic. To this day, Coke is It is remembered as one of the company's most successful and memorable slogans. Number 7. I've Fallen and I Can't Get Up. Life Call, 1987. Though this commercial had serious intent to sell a medical alert system for seniors, it became legendary because of its dramatic delivery. The ad featured an elderly woman who had fallen in her home and pressed her life call button for help, uttering the famous line, "I've fallen and I can't get up."
Your family, Mr. Miller.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
The line quickly transcended the commercial and became a pop cultural phenomenon. The phrase was endlessly parodied in movies, TV shows, and stand-up routines, and it became something that people would joke about in everyday life. While Life Call was promoting an important service, the commercial became memorable for reasons beyond its original purpose. Even today, people still quote, "I've fallen and I can't get up,"
I've fallen and I can't get up.
whenever they need to describe a situation that feels out of control. Number 8. Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. Toys, 1984. The Transformers toy commercials were a staple of 80s TV, featuring the now iconic jingle, "Transformers, more than meets the eye." These ads were designed to show off the coolest feature of the toy line, robots that could transform into vehicles.
Transformers, roll and change figures.
Each commercial featured action-packed scenes of Autobots and Decepticons battling it out, with kids watching at home imagine themselves in the thick of the action. The combination of catchy jingle, toy transformations, and action scenes made these commercials unforgettable. They didn't just sell toys, they sold a world of imagination, where kids could become part of the ongoing battle between good and evil. The Transformers jingle is still recognized today, proving the staying power of one of the most iconic toy lines of all time. Number 9. The Few, the Proud, the Marines. U.S. Marine Corps, 1981. The U.S. Marine Corps launched a powerful recruitment campaign with its "The Few, the Proud, the Marines" slogan. The commercials often featured action-packed visuals of Marines in training, emphasizing discipline, honor, and bravery. The voiceover, with its deep, commanding tone, gave these ads a sense of importance and urgency. For young people watching at home, these commercials made the Marines seem like heroes, larger-than-life figures who were the epitome of strength and sacrifice. The slogan became one of the most famous in military recruitment history, with many people still associating "the few, the proud,"
the few, the proud, the Marines,
with the U.S. Marine Corps to this day. Number 10. Kid in You. Toys R Us, 1982. The Toys R Us jingle was one of the most nostalgic tunes of the 80s. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid, the commercial declared.
Wanna grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us.
As kids ran through aisles filled with every toy imaginable. The ad made Toys R Us feel like the ultimate destination for fun, where anything was possible, and the shelves were always stocked with your favorite toys. The jingle was infectious, and for kids of the 80s, it became an anthem of childhood.
I don't wanna grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Even as we grow older, hearing the song instantly brought back memories of running through toy aisles, begging our parents for the latest action figure or doll. The joy of being a Toys R Us kid was captured perfectly in this ad, making it one of the most beloved commercials of the decade. Number 11. Calgan Take Me Away. Calgan Bath Products, 1980. Calgan commercials introduced one of the most famous catchphrases of the 80s. Calgan Take Me Away.
Calgon, take me away!
The ad featured a stressed-out woman who, overwhelmed by life's demands, found relief by slipping into a soothing Calgon bath. It was the ultimate image of relaxation and escape, and soon the phrase became a way for people to express their own need for a break from daily stress. The line's been referenced in countless TV shows and movies, and even today, people still use Calgon Take Me Away as a joke or in moments of stress.
That does it! Calgon, take me away!
The simple commercial tapped into a universal desire for peace and quiet, and it worked so well that it's still remembered decades later. Number 12. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Reese's, 1980s. You got your chocolate in my peanut butter was the tagline that sold millions of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. These commercials showed two people accidentally mixing chocolate and peanut butter, only to discover that they made an incredible combination. The ad was lighthearted, fun, and made everyone want to experience that delicious mixture for themselves. The concept was simple, but brilliant. Take two things people already love and show them how they're even better together. Reese's didn't just sell candy. They sold the idea of a perfect combination, and the commercial became iconic for its humor and memorable tagline. And there you have it, 12 forgotten 80s TV commercials that shaped our childhoods. These ads didn't just sell products, they became part of our lives and memories. What commercials take you back to the 80s? Subscribe and let us know in the comments, and let's keep this trip down memory lane going.